What's up, everybody? I just got back from a quick cruise playing with the camera settings, but this video here I want to share with you the joys of buying a used car. So I bought this here, not quite at the height of the market of the C7s, but it's still insane. But it was the car I could afford. It wasn't the color I wanted, but the more I spent time with the car, the more I love the car. But when I say joys of buying a used car, you wash it and you find things. So here we go, like this scratch here. Through the clear, we can buff that out. There's a couple other ones. He caught something right here. We could probably buff some of that out. He caught the mirror, and I assume it could be a she that owned this car prior to me. Overall, the paint's pretty good. The front bumper has a clear bar on it. I don't know if it's XPEL, 3M, or what it is, but I do wish I would have put it on my C6 because I've had this bumper here painted twice. And you can see the chips. I used to live in Colorado, and just the rocks would destroy this thing. The gentleman that painted it did an awesome job, but just it doesn't have the durability that the OE paint has from GM. The car's dirty, by the way. He also did this pickup truck here, and this was an expensive paint job because this is the tri-white pearl. As you can see, like the pop, but like the bumper, yeah, man, you see the chips, and it's bad. But this is like my daily driver when I don't daily drive this or daily drive that. I have kids, so I don't get to drive these as much as I want, but I have a long drive, and I live in North Carolina, so the weather here is beautiful, as you can see. The sun is up today, but and the purpose of this video here, what I want to do is buff this out to show you how to paint correct. Not a huge intense process, but the first time I ever did it on my C6, I was nervous about it. Watched a bunch of YouTube videos. Oh, here we go again. Yeah, you see it down there, and we can take care of that. He caught back there too, but overall the car's in great shape. But it's a process, like I said. The car's fairly clean right now. First thing you want to do is wash the car. After you wash it, you're gonna clay bar it, and then once you get it really like no more contaminants on the surface of the paint, then we're gonna do a cutting compound, and then you can do a 2-stage, 3-stage, 4-stage, how many stages you want. I'm going to try initially a cut and buff compound and see how it works out. I've got several options for this. I'm going to get everything set up, and then we will start the process. Okay, so here's the products. I'm not going to be using all of these, but we have options here. So like I said, clay bar. So before I even clay it, because I'm not washing the car right now, I'm going to throw some quick detail on there and clean that area. Then I've got the chemical bars, clay liver spray with the medium chemical guys clay bar, and then their VSS, so it's scratch and swirl remover is what I'm going to try. Just use this. If it doesn't work out, I've got my Meguiar's 105, my cut compound, and then my finishing 205, and then there's a 305 buff. But these two here alone, they're really good. I've got a Garrett one-step sealant, and then I've got a chemical guys sealant as well. And I'm not going to apply either one of these today. The chemical guys butter wax or hydro slick. It's a ceramic coating hyper wax. Not good as a professional ceramic coating that you're going to have a professional apply. That'll give you protection for 1, 3, 5, 7 years. I mean, the ceramic coating has been really since 2020. There was a huge hype associated with it, but I think it's worth it. That chemical guys hydro slick, it does have a good shine. I have it on my C6 right now. Like I said, the car is dusty, but like the water does beat off of it, and it carries a good shine. Like, I don't know if you can see this car is dirty, so it's got like a layer of dust on it. I might drive this thing 2 times a month. I wish I drove it more, but being here, it's set up more to race. This car's a bit on the radical side, as you see in my last video. It's just shy of 900 wheel, over 800 torque to the wheels, so it's a blast, but it is not a super street friendly or traffic friendly. So that's why we have this. But after we do that, this process here, I'll get everything set up on a tripod and we'll go. But just try to get a sound of this. It is not smooth whatsoever. So there's contaminants on the car, and then that's why we're gonna quick detail it and get it as smooth as we can, then clay bar. Because if you think about it, if you've never watched a YouTube video about this process, you are sanding your car down, and then I don't know if we can see them or not, because this does have the swirls, the holographic swirls or spider webbing, whatever you want to call it, but this car does have it on there. So it's gonna be a process to get all that, and that's, I just saw some there. I don't know if you can see them there or not. Right there, yeah. It's a process, and it would probably take me at least 2 to 3 days of just like going at it panel at a time to get rid of these things. But when it's done, like the car, it looks like a whole new car. That's a 2007, so 15 years old, and other than the chips on the front, the paint in that thing there is pretty immaculate. But I've got several hours into that. I could post some pictures of the process of that, and it looked good. I'll get everything set up here though. Okay, getting started. So the first thing you want to do, like I said, clay bar, microfiber towel, whatever detail spray you use, just to get the initial surface contaminants off. Doesn't matter. I have Meguiar's. Obviously, you see I have chemical guys. This stuff smells really good. But the first thing you want to do, is get as much surface contaminants as you want off. So clean microfiber, and I typically don't reuse these as I go process to process. So it's still, you hear that, hear my dog too, but it's still pretty rough in there. So do another pass, and then what I'm going to do next, and you want to be careful with this because any contaminants you get on it, it's gonna scratch your paint. So let me get the clay bar set up. So here we have a chemical guys clay lube. You could still continue to use detail spray, and then you can see it's clean, it's fairly new. But spray some of this on here. Be very lippy with it. Let it drip, and you hear it. It's pulling off all the contaminants. And now it's smooth. Package of this. Some more detail spray. Get the whole area. But it already sounds way better. I actually don't even see the scuff anymore, but where's that down here too? So I'm gonna clay that area, and then go get a new rag and wipe this up. Okay, got a new rag. I try to stay away from the seams. Like I probably would pack a 30 of these. Wipe everything up. Yeah, you can still see it, but listen to this. It's already significantly smoother to the touch. The scuff is less, but you have this compared to that. It's just the difference. It's just a clay bar can do. But there's the scuff right there, so we should be able to hit that. I'm debating, do I want to just do this whole rear fender right now? Because the only bad part about this, is your pads. When you use a pad, don't reuse your pads. You can, if you get I guess a good quality detailing product, you could in theory use your pad because they make a pad cleaner solution, but I just get everything from Harbor Freight. So one time I'm throwing away, it's $7 a pad. Not a huge ordeal, not a huge price, but we'll go from there. See how everything's looking. Okay, so like I said, Harbor Freight. These is like, I guess their cheapest one. Pads. These are $7. I think these here are $11. But got coarse, medium for polishing, and then the ultra fine for like a really good finish. And then I don't have the cutting pad in these cheapies. I've got 2 of these and 2 of these. I'm getting ready to pop this guy open, and we'll hit that over there next. I know like Chemical Guys uses Hex Logic pads, and there's a lot of people who don't like Chemical Guys products. I guess I know enough to be dangerous with detailing, so I do like them, but not professionally trained and don't do this for a living, so it works for me. Professionals out there probably don't. I've just seen a lot of negative stuff about them. But let's get this stuff on the orbiter and let's go. Okay, so got the pad on. I'm trying to show it to you one more time. Let me find that. It's right there. See it? You can barely see it right there. Sorry about the camera. I have a robot vacuum that pulled up the cord and broke the halo on the tripod. So I'm going back and forth through my GoPro and my iPhone. Hopefully there's not a huge difference, but we'll figure something out to record me actually buffing this out. Okay, so I wish you could see the ridiculous setup I have. I've got a motorsport suction cup on my truck right now, but the VSS, so scratch swirl remover, shake it up well to pretty good paste. Get it shake up as much as I can. But the other thing with the pads too, you're going to want to prep your pad. So you want your pad to be wet. So I just use some quick detailer. Get the pad wet, and then it's wet, so turn it on. Slung off all the excess moisture. So then what we're going to do, beat this up some more. We're going to just beat it on. Not a lot. Pretty conservative with this. Okay. So there you go. I've got 4 dots. Close that up. Come back over here. Only where you and you want, when you start your machine, start at the lowest setting. Let's speed it up. I've been told that GM paint's pretty thick, so don't be scared to be on there for too long. You're not going to burn it. I don't want to test that, but so far I have not burned anything yet. I can see there's a chip right there, so I'm not going to buff that out. But okay, I'm going to put this in the garage and get a new pad. not new pad, new microfiber cloth, and wipe this away. Bear with me as I pop this camera off of here real quick. Okay, camera's off, and as you can see, it's like glass, super smooth, and the scuff is gone. So I will throw just a quick sealant on that, just in that V07 spray from Chemical Guys, but because it's smooth now. That V07 spray I've got right here, it's an optical brightener, so it looks really good on my Victory Red Corvette, but with this Shirkentau gray, I think it just looks, the paint pops with the metal flake in there as it is. There we go. So, got a little more right there. It's gone. And that's how easy it is to buff out scratches. So, don't be afraid to try it. If you are afraid to try it, hell, go to a junkyard and just buy a panel, a door, a trunk lid, a hood or something, and mess around in that. And I've almost been tempted, because I've thought about doing this on the side, just for some extra bucks, going out and seeing like how far gone I can make a new panel look. As you can see, this thing here, it's a mirror, and that's with no wax on there, no nothing protecting it on top of it. This weekend, because today's Friday, I think I'm going to start paint correcting this whole car, so it'll be smooth like this. But that's the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like the video, you like the cars, you like the content, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the page. If the weather permits, which it hasn't recently, and then I had COVID last week, which mild symptoms, but it was cold. I'm going to put out some more content. Thanks for watching.